Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
So we will start the lecture. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in previous lectures we have seen how to solve difference equations with constant coefficients, homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Also we have seen. So to solve non-homogeneous equations, we have seen two methods. One is annihilator method, variation method.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
and I have given some problems also to you, homework problem, exercise problem to solve. So everybody solved it? Any difficulties in solving that equations with that methods? So no difficulties, I suppose.
मॅम
So
3.44 मध्ये
कोणतं?
पहिलं
3.4.
दिलं होतं ना.
हाँ.
हा हे पहिलं तर ते समेशन आलंय 4/5 into 1/2 तर ते कळत नाहीये तिथं कसं करू. 2 केले मी बी आणि सी पण पहिलं नाही आलं मला.
पहिलं नाही आलं. बी आणि सी आलं.
हो.
ओके, मला शेअर करा ना ते व्हॉट्सअपला. आय विल चेक इट.
ओके मॅम.
फक्त एकच जण सॉल्व करताय का बाकी पण करतायत? बाकीच्यांना काही डिफिकल्टी नसते का? Okay, so today we will see difference equations with variable coefficients now. Okay. So consider nth order linear equation, linear difference equation, which can be written in which is written as follows. So PNT, En of t plus and so on, P0t operated on y of t is equal to r of t. Now here this P and T, P0t are not just constants. Okay. Now we are see earlier we have seen that equations with variable coefficients. Now they may be any functions of t, means with variable coefficients. Okay. So consider nth order linear equation and which is with variable coefficients where P and P0t is non-zero. Okay. Now if we see the history of differential equations, second order and higher order equations with variable coefficients, it's not easy to solve, and always we cannot there are some methods with the help of that we can get their closed form solutions, but many of the cases we may not get the solution also in closed form or analytic form. Okay. So in case of difference equation is also the same case. So in this case our discussion will not be general, but we will see the methods by which we will get some of the examples solved in analytic form or in closed form. Is that okay? So first we will see, so first method, method 1. In this we will assume that, or we will consider nth order instead of nth order, now second order consider. We will see methods to solve second order difference equation with variable coefficients, and in which that this one, this whole thing factors into linear factors. We are assuming that if it factors this pnt e raised to nt plus p0t, this coefficient of yt, if it factorize into linear factors, then how to solve it? Okay, so consider example 1. When what we say it when operator factors into linear factors. If operator factors into linear factors, how to solve it? Okay, so we solve it by solving. When operator factors into linear factors, then we solve that equation. We solve that equation by solving a series of first order equations. Okay, for example, we will see example 1 or 20. The equation e square minus t plus 1 e plus e minus t plus 1 operated on y of t is equal to 0. Consider this homogeneous equation first. Okay, so what is this method? When operator factors into linear factors. If it factors into linear factors, we will solve a series of first order by solving a series of first order equations. So we will see this method here. So we have to solve here second order difference equation with variable coefficients. You can see here variables, its coefficients are not just constants, right? What is p to t? What is p to t, p1t, and so on? Here p to t is 1. What is p1t?
T plus 1.
minus
T plus 1.
1 minus t plus 1. No? 1 minus t plus 1.
Yes.
This e also.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And what is my p0t? Minus t
Minus of T plus 1.
r of t is 0 only here. This is homogeneous. Okay. So you can see here p1t, p0t, p2t are variable, not just constants, but they are with variable coefficients. Now we will give equation number to this. We see that operator e square minus t plus 1 e plus e minus t plus 1 factors into linear factors. As follows. What are the factors for this? I can write this as e plus 1 and e minus t plus 1, and this operator operated on yt is equal to 0. Is right? If you take product of this, you will get this one only, e square plus t plus 1 e plus e minus t plus 1. Is that okay?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
from here itself you can take it common. E minus t plus 1, if you take common, what will remain here? E minus t plus 1 I am taking common, and from here if I take, what will remain here? E will remain from this side and plus 1 from this side. So e plus 1 and into e minus t plus 1 operated on yt is equal to 0. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you can see this e minus or e plus, we can consider the first order equation first. Consider first order equation. E plus 1 operated on v of t is equal to 0. So what is the solution? This is first order equation. E plus 1 operated on v of t means what? V of t plus 1 plus v of t is equal to 0. This is just first order linear difference equation. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what is its solution? We know how to solve first order equations. In first chapter we have seen it. So what is its solution? This implies, what is v of t? V of t is, it is just coefficient
Minus
to t c or c1 you can say. Okay. Now I want to, so this is the solution of equation 3. Now I want to solve, equation 2. Equation 2. We said we want to solve 2. Okay, so first we have solved first order equation like this. Now we want to solve this one. Okay, so what is my v of t here? V of t is my minus 1 raised to t c we have got. So I can write that to solve equation 2, we set e minus t plus 1 operated on y of t is equal to minus 1 raised to t c. Is that okay? Is that okay?
मॅम एकदा रिपीट सांगा ना हे.
This I am okay. I am let me change color. Okay, my original equation is 2. One is equivalent to 2 because just I have written into linear factors, right?
Yes,
I want to solve equation 1.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
I have factored, that operator I have factored into linear factors as e plus 1 into e minus t plus 1. Just I have factored it in linear factors. Okay. Now my aim is to solve 2. So for that, first I will solve e plus 1 v of t is equal to 0. Or first let's see this whole thing call as v of t. Okay. So if I call this e minus t plus 1 y of t is equal to v of t, then what I will get? E plus 1 operated on v of t is equal to 0. Right?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
my v of t will be what? Minus 1 raised to tc.
Yes, ma'am.
This is first order, na, just constant coefficient, or you can apply that method also. So it is minus 1 raised to t times some constant c. Now to solve equation 2, we set e minus t plus 1 yt. That is nothing but my vt. That is my vt.
Yes.
But
Yes,
vt
ma'am.
what we got? Minus 1 raised to times c. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
From here we got minus 1 raised to t c. So Vt is equal to minus 1 raised to t times c. But my Vt is e minus t plus 1 yt. Now I want to find yt which satisfies this equation. Right? This is also first
Yes.
order. This is also first order equation,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
which is also first order. But it is not of constant coefficient, so we have to use our method in which we have used in first chapter, right? Which is also first order equation, difference equation, equivalent equivalent to u at t plus 1, like that you can remember, or y at t plus 1 minus p of t yt is equal to r of t. You can remember that equation, first order general form, which is also first order equation, which is equivalent to, or whose general form is t plus 1 times is equal to rt, right? That is my general form. So to solve this one, what we do, we first solve homogeneous part, right? Minus घेतो आपण इथे.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
We first solve homogeneous part of this, and then we substitute in non-homogeneous part, means like Vt, by considering Vt as solution. So Yt will be your Ut into Vt. If you remember that, I think, let me call this as rough only. Whose equivalent corresponding homogeneous equation will be is u at t plus 1 minus p of t times u of t is equal to 0. And what is its solution? What is its solution? Ut is equal to, we have seen, u at a product s is equal to a to t minus 1 p at s. Is this right? If this is my homogeneous equation, its solution is given by ut is equal to ua. In theorem, we have seen this one. We have already proved this theorem, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And for non-homogeneous, then the solution of star is given by, what is it given by? Yt is equal to ut times vt. But what is my vt? Rt upon u at t plus 1, or eu of t plus c. Is that right? This is, I think, theorem. If you can remember this theorem, in first chapter we have proved it. First chapter, instead of saying first chapter, first unit, second section. Is that, can you recall this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So
Yes,
using
ma'am.
this method, using this, we have to solve this equation. Okay, my RT is minus 1 raised to t times c. And what is my p of t here? P of t, if I compare this, comparing with star, this is rough part. Huh? So comparing with star, we get what is P of t?
T plus 1.
T plus 1. And what is R of t? Minus 1 raised to t times C, right? So if I want to solve this star, what is my solution? Therefore, what is my ut? The homogeneous part, the solution, the solution of homogeneous part of 4 is what? What is ut then? Some constant times. This is product S is equal to t, S is equal to A to t minus 1 P of S. So what is here? T plus 1. So it will be here product times t, t minus 1, t minus 2 up to 1. So what will be there? That t factorial, or I can write it as gamma t plus 1. Can I write like this? Using this, u at t is equal to u at a, it is some constant, I am saying, say it is as d, and product S is equal to A to t minus 1 P of S. What is my P of S? P of S will be S plus 1.
S plus 1.
Right? So S plus 1 means up to S. So what will be that? Gamma t plus 1. Is that right? Or you said t factorial, or d times t factorial. Whenever P of t is t or t plus 1 or t plus 2, we have to decrease by 1. It's factorial because we are taking product up to t minus 1 only. Okay, if here P of t is t, then what I might have got here? D times gamma t or d times t minus 1 factorial. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so I am using this d times gamma t plus 1. Therefore, the required solution of non-homogeneous equation 4 is given by, what is non-homogeneous solution of non-homogeneous equation? Yt is equal to u of t. U of t is my d times gamma t plus 1. That is my ut. What is rt? Minus 1 raised to t times c divided by e ut. E ut is what? Eu of t will be d times gamma t plus 2,
T
right?
plus 2.
Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, plus constant c. C, or now I will say here C1, I will say. Let me say here C1. So what will be here? Minus 1 raised to times C1. C1 is also constant. D plus some constant C. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
and UT. So I can write this as summation होता ना इथे summation. Where was summation? Summation नाही लिहिले का मी इथे summation is remaining only. Summation RT divided by EUT. Not only just like that. So what is here? Summation we have to write. So this I can write C and D will be some another constant, say D1 gamma T plus 1 plus, now here some constant, this constant will get cancelled and what will remain? C1 gamma T plus 1 summation minus 1 raised to T upon gamma T plus 2, right? Is that okay? Where D1 and C1 are some arbitrary constants. D into C is some another, some arbitrary constant. Is that okay? So if that will be my YT. So this will be final solution, or we can write in another form also. If T discrete values zero, 1, 2 and so on, then this can be written as YT is equal to some constant D1 times, this will be T factorial plus C into C1 into T factorial summation K is equal to 0 to T minus 1 minus 1 raised to K upon gamma K plus 1, or K plus 2, or you can write this as, instead of gamma you can write, because discrete value will stay, so K plus 1 factorial also you can write. Is that okay? Where D1 and C1 arbitrary constants. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is my final solution. So first you write this form, this operator into YT as V of T, then just solve E plus 1 times V of T, solve non-homogeneous in terms of YT. Okay. So let me give, whether you understood this method. The problem based on this I will give you later. We will see now another method. So before that method we have to see one theorem. Second method, or we can say so first form of difference equation is when operator factors into linear factors. Another form of difference equation is when we know one linearly independent solution and we have to find another linearly independent solution. Okay, so one solution we know, and by using that one solution we have to find second solution. How to find it? Okay, so method 2, it sometimes happens zero solution of a homogeneous equation. So then in this case, if we know one solution of second order, then what will be the, if we take out of that solution, its order will reduce to 1. Then in this case the order of the equation can be reduced by 1, and for second order equation it is possible to find a second solution that is independent of the first, and consequently we know that their linear combination will be its general solution. So consequently we can find its general solution. General solution. Okay, so first we will see one theorem where Cassoratian satisfies some equation. Lemma, for that we will require lemma 3.1. Let u1t, u2t, and so on, unt be solutions of the equation pnt u at t plus n, so on, p0t u of t is equal to 0, and let homogeneous nth order equation, and let wt be the corresponding Cassoratian. Casoratian. Then WT satisfies whatever may be the equation. If WT be the corresponding Casoratian, then WT satisfies the equation W at T plus 1 is equal to minus 1 raised to n P0T upon PNT into WT. Again, this is first order equation. Okay, we have to prove this one. What is the theorem says that? Let consider this nth order different homogeneous difference equation and let its U1T, U2T, UNT be its solutions. And let WT be its Casoratian, then WT satisfies this equation. First order difference equation, WT plus 1 is equal to minus 1 raised to n P0T upon PNT WT. Okay. So let me show you by first second order equation for second order equation. Okay, and then we will see for nth order equation. Again, this is rough. So what is WT plus 1? If U1T and U2 be two solutions of P2T U at T plus 2 plus P0T U of T is a second order homogeneous equation, then what is WT plus 1? Or first, what is WT?
U1 at T. It is a matrix.
Matrix or determinant? Or determinant of
Capital W at
matrix.
T.
U1T, U2T, U1,
U1 T plus 1.
U2,
U2
T plus 1. Right? So,
yes, ma'am.
what is WT plus 1? It is determinant
of U1 T plus 1.
U2T
U2
plus
T plus 1.
U1
U1 T
and U2
U2 T plus 2.
plus 2. Is that okay? So I will write instead of that, I will write in determinant form only. Determinant of U1 T plus 1, U2 T plus 1, U1 T plus 2, U2 T plus 2. Now if I perform operations, elementary operations on this determinant by performing operations as R2 plus P1 upon P2 R1, it transforms to where? This WT plus 1 will transform to determinant won't change. If I determinant will be same. Is that right? In linear algebra, you might have seen this property for determinants. So applying this R2 plus P1 upon P2 R1. What is this R2? R2 means row 2. So row 2 has been changed by, so first row will be as it is U1 T plus 1, U2 T plus 1 and R2 plus R2 means now U1 T plus 2 plus P1 T upon P2 T. R1 is my U1 T plus 1. So what will be second term?
U2 T plus 2.
T plus 2 plus P1T upon P2T U2 T plus 1. Is that right? So this determinant and this determinant, after solving, you will get the same value. After applying elementary row transformations, determinant won't change. There are some properties of determinants. You can go through it. Is that okay? This whatever operation I have performed here. Is that okay? Now since
Yes, ma'am.
U and U2 of equation, which equation? They are solutions of this equation. Say star. Of equation star. So this implies they must satisfy that star. So P2T U1 T plus 1 T plus 2 plus P1T U1 T plus 1 plus P0T U1T is equal to 0. And similarly U2 also satisfy that equation. U2 T plus 2 plus P2T U2 T plus 2 plus P0 T U2 T is equal to 0, right? U1 and U2 are solutions of the equation star. Therefore, just instead of UT, U will satisfy, U1 will satisfy U, right? That equation. U2 also satisfy that equation star.